Good day. My name is Steve Hubbard, President and CEO of AMVSR LLC in Alexandria, Virginia. What you're about to watch is our ability to capture. Uh, this is not live in this instance, but we certainly can because the Federal Energy Commission has superlative audio recording for both video and just audio. Which they mount, of course, on their website, which allows members of the public, or anyone for that matter, to access their website and review the video or download an MP3 file of the proceedings that they hold. But we're using formidable technology, multiple voice automated speech recognition technology. So that we're able to take that MP3 file or the video as it's streaming into our computers to be able to give you what could be real-time output back to wherever you are attending on the face of the planet. The working rough draft that is in this year, 2016, I believe, as we will demonstrate, very effective and certainly very, very cost affordable, because you have only a machine with a very sophisticated software program that's doing all of the grunt work of, quotes, taking it down and transcribing it. Yes, you will notice that there will not be any punctuation in the document being created, but we will show you at the end of this demonstration how you can use your media player, your reel player, whatever utility you're using to load audio with or video with, and using the slider bar typically found on a horizontal position at the bottom of the player, you can scroll to any part of the transcript and then click on the play button to hear the actual voices that created the transcript, giving you therefore 100% satisfaction and confidence in this working rough draft that, as I say, I underscore the fact there is no Q&A in the transcript, there is no speaker ID in the transcript. It's a working rough draft. But when it's synchronized to the original audio, video, you have 100% satisfaction and confidence, and you're paying a fraction of what you would normally pay to conventional taking down entities and transcribing entities. Remember that common typists, God bless them, they cannot do working rough drafts. With typists on the PC keyboard, it's all or nothing with them. And unfortunately, in the business of stenotype court reporters, God bless them, of which I've been one for 45 years, yours truly, Steve Hubbard, we are a dying art. Schools around the country are closing. When I got into this business in 1972, there were over 260 schools in North America teaching machine shorthand. Today, there are less than 40. So you can see where it's going, and unfortunately, they will not be able to compete if they want to offer real-time transcription or rough drafts when you have automation coming in as good as it is right now in 2016. You can imagine what it will be like in 2018, 2020, when it is predicted by the Drucker worldwide organization that was commissioned by the National Court Reporters Association that close to 60%, if not more, of the existing active stenotype people in this business today are all going to be retiring from this point forward to 2020. Therefore, 60% or more of court reporters you now identify with, they will no longer be reporting. They will be presumably retiring and enjoying their golden years. So this is what you're now seeing the advanced guard doing its reconnoitering to find out who'd be interested today in January 2016 to use this technology to their best advantage, where we are, we hope, commissioned or be asked as your independent ASR transcribers to give you what you and your client want, is immediate transcripts. Thank you very much. So let's proceed with that transcript again here. Here we go.
Good morning. The purpose of the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission's open meeting is for the Commission to consider the matters that have been duly posted in accordance with the Government and the Sunshine Act. Members of the public are invited to observe, which includes attending, listening, and taking notes, but does not include participating in the meeting or addressing the Commission. Actions that purposely interfere or attempt to interfere with the commencement or the conducting of the meeting or inhibits the audience's ability to observe or listen to the meeting, including attempts by audience members to address the Commission while the meeting is in progress, are not permitted. Any persons engaging in such behavior will be asked to leave the building. Anyone who refuses to leave voluntarily will be escorted from the building. Additionally, documents presented to the chairman, commissioners, or staff during the meeting will not become part of the official record of any commission proceeding, nor will they require further action by the commission. If you wish to comment on an ongoing proceeding before the commission, please visit our website for more information. Thank you for your cooperation.
Good morning. This is the time and place that has been noticed for the open meeting of the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission to consider the matters that have been duly posted in accordance with the Government and the Sunshine Act. Please join us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Now what I'll do here is I'm just going to advance it to where we have the beginning of the actual discourse between the first panel and presenting the evidence to the commissioners.
Item today is a joint presentation and discussion on items E6, E7, and E8 concerning the Commission's ongoing efforts to improve coordination between the natural gas and electric industries, and docket numbers EL14-22-00, ER15-2377-000, and ER15-2256-000, respectively. There will be a presentation by Michael Goldenberg from the Office of the General Counsel. He is accompanied by Neil Yalabandi, Evan Oxford from the Office of the General Counsel, Jessica Cockrell from the Office of Energy Policy Innovation, and Corey Cox and Adam Bednarz from the Office of Energy Market Regulations.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman and Commissioners. These three orders represent the next milestone in the Commission's ongoing efforts to improve coordination between the natural gas and electric industries in light of the increasing reliance on the use of natural gas for electric generation. The people at the table before you today represent only a small portion of the staff that have worked diligently on these efforts over the past few years. We would also like to take this opportunity especially to recognize Anna Fernandez and Josh Kirstein, who have worked on this project. And I would like to mention that I think of all of us, Anna, and I are the only three that actually attended every one of these conferences going all the way back to 2012. The Commission's efforts on the natural gas electric harmonization began after the Southwest cold weather event in 2011, which highlighted the interrelationship between the natural gas and electric systems. Starting in February of 2012, the Commission requested comments on gas-electric coordination issues and convened 5 regional conferences with over 1,200 registrants.
By the way, let me just point out something here. If, for instance, AMVSR LLC was awarded a contract, or it may be a member of the public, or it may be one of the panel members, independent of what the FERC organization does or does not do with the creation of transcripts, and they asked us to deliver to them what you're now seeing. If you have, our client that is, a list of names, of properly spelled names, some information that you deem is not work product, and that you were to forward that to us in advance, chances are we could pre-program our dictionary so that when those names are mentioned, they would come up properly spelled. Continuing.
The Commission then requested additional comments and directed staff to hold conferences concerning two issues. The first being the respective ability of each industry to share information in furtherance of enhancing gas-electric coordination, and the second being scheduling harmonization between the electric and gas industries, including the impact of the Commission's no-bump and pipeline capacity release rules. The Commission held these conferences in February and April of 2013. Based on the comments and discussion regarding the need for better communication between the gas and electric industries, the Commission issued Order Number 787 in November of 2013 to ensure that its regulations would not inhibit crucial communication. This order provided explicit authority to interstate natural gas pipelines and public utilities to share non-public operational information with each other for the purpose of providing reliable service and operational planning. Following the technical conference on scheduling coordination in March 2014, the Commission issued a notice of proposed rulemaking proposing a number of revisions to the interstate natural gas scheduling process to help better align that process with the electric scheduling process. At the same time, the Commission issued an order under Section 206 of the Federal Power Act requiring each of the 6 operators and regional transmission organizations, known as ISOs and RTOs, to make a filing that proposes tariff changes to their scheduling timelines to coordinate with the eventual changes to the natural gas scheduling process.
I'll pause here. What you've got, you see here, ISOs and RTOs. It's amazing. This is already part of the Universal Dictionary. It didn't have to be programmed. It knew. And it's not because we pre-programmed it from an earlier experiment we did here in the office. It just knows. It's uncanny how many correct spellings in the arts and in the sciences the Universal Dictionary has. And it's constantly being built up every day. Because if you're a user, for instance, of Apple Siri or Google Voice, when you're, say, if you're a Google Docs fan and you're acquainted with the voice recognition feature of Google Docs, by the way, it can understand apparently up to 40 different languages. Well, you know how accurate it is, and that's going to the cloud. We're not using a cloud here to produce this transcript. It is the engine that we are harmonizing every day to work better with all kinds of situations, including people who have accents. And here's again another thing that's very important. For clients who want to come back and use us, and they say, well, Steve, we have a witness or a situation where we're going to have some heavy accents. Is this going to work just as well as, born in America speaking English, be it from Boston, the Bronx, or deep Texas, Alabama? Yes, because if we are going to work together as a team, we're working behind the scenes, not up front with you, but behind the scenes always, whether it's in real time or after the fact. We would say, we'll ask you to have those people who will be addressing a meeting, a deposition, a court trial, to please use a digital recorder and have them read some prepared text. We would then have that text, the MP3 file that they would create. We would then massage those known templates of their voices into the Universal Dictionary, so that when in fact they do appear before a commission, a meeting, a court, deposition, their accents will be completely understood. Thank you. We'll move on now with a little bit more here.
adopted by the Commission, or to show cause why such changes were not needed. Recognizing that the natural gas and electric industries were themselves best positioned to work out the details of how changes in these natural gas scheduling practices could most efficiently be made, the Commission provided the natural gas and electric industries, through the North American Energy Standards Board, or NASB, the opportunity to reach consensus on revisions to the Commission's proposals. In 6 months, NASB developed a comprehensive set of natural gas scheduling standards, which the Commission adopted on April 16, 2015, in Order Number 809.
And I'm going to close off with this. As I said before, the audio system with those gooseneck microphones that you'll see from the video when you go to this exact December 17 FERC video that you can play back on your Mac or on your PC, or even actually they have the mobile device version as well. The gooseneck microphones are fantastic, but I still maintain that where in lawyers for depositions or in a courtroom, here at the Commission, by the way, all of the witnesses are sitting fixed position, speaking into a mic. That's why you're getting this beautiful, what I consider at least beautiful, in today, January the 6th, 2016, beautiful results. And we can see where it's going to go in a couple of years and more. It's only going to get better. It's not going to get worse. But in a courtroom where lawyers like to rove and roam about the courtroom with their backs turned to the judge, to the witness as they return to the podium to continue questioning, is to wear very high quality, expensive, mind you, but a fraction of the cost compared to what you'd be paying every day for transcripts, Sennheiser or other leading wireless microphones, where the user attaches to their belt or into a pocket a transmitter that weighs a couple of ounces with a lapel microphone that's clipped close to their voice box, so that no matter where they turn in the courtroom, and even a kind of a whisper like this will be picked up by the wireless technology that's feeding in multiple different channels into an audio mixer there in the courtroom, and the mixer is then fed into a PC that's recording digitally an MP3 file, and that using streaming audio technology directed to us that we have access to, you could be getting this in a courtroom being fed back to you live for a fraction of what you're now paying. Thank you.